So today I'm doing, these are just some process videos for my first two Blacktober pictures. And right now I'm doing Ichigo, and I'm giving her, like, big floofy hair because I always draw Ichigo with fluffy hair, to be honest. Like, I try to give her little curls when she's transformed. So this was just basically me going all out. And I know people are going to see this and have, like, an issue with the fact that I'm participating in Blacktober at all. And all I can say is, like, you can stay mad about it because I'm not going to stop doing this. I am black and I want to see characters that look like me, and a lot of people said that they want to cosplay the characters now because they feel like they can cosplay a character that looks like them. So I feel like there's way more benefits to me doing this than a bunch of racists being really mad at me, and I don't care. But oh wait, I did this like the first take of the voiceover. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna stick my tongue out, but you can't see that, you can only hear it. And right now I'm just doing the line work. Like the last pictures I did, it's really sketchy because, let's be real, it would take me a very, very long time to do like really nice line work. So if you've noticed, like if you've been following me for a while, probably noticed that my commission prices keep raising. It's honestly mostly because the line art is just so time consuming. Usually when I do commissions, I spend a very, very long time on the line work and the coloring, but mostly the line work takes a really long time because I try to make it look very smooth. And yeah, I'm giving Ichigo, she's just like having a very simple pose. I did this like actually really quickly, like right, like I think it was the day before. It was on the 30th of September I did this, so I was like kind of excited. I just went ham. Because Ichigo is like a pretty important character to me. Like, she's one of my favorite characters, one of my favorite magical girls. She was the first character I ever cosplayed. I don't have any pictures, don't ask, and also the cosplay was really bad because me and my mom made it in one night. It was not a good cosplay. I have pictures of my only other cosplay of me cosplaying as Chirno from Toho. That one's also very bad, so I'm also not showing you that. But yeah, I went with like a middle skin tone for Ichigo, like a middle brown, I guess. So she's not super dark. Really, the issue I had was trying to figure out what colors to use for her because, like, I wanted to pick the right shades of pink that really match with her skin tone and also match with, like, Ichigo. And then I just couldn't find, like, I had to bring up my own old art of Ichigo of her. This was about maybe a year old. I wanted to copy the ears and tail because the one thing that I really bothered me always about Ichigo is she's based off an Iriomote Wildcat, right? But they show you what the Iriomote Wildcat looks like in real life multiple times in the show, and it's like kind of brownish gray with spots, and I was like, but Ichigo has a black ear and black tail. That bothers me. It bothered me so much as a kid. So I just wanted to give her the spots. And yeah, this is basically like my coloring process for darker skin characters and black characters. I usually draw them with larger lips though. And you can see how I color curly hair, which is actually I outline it and then I fill it. Even when I'm doing it for like really full colored pictures with a lot of detail, I find that it makes it really easy if you outline the colors that you're trying to shade and then like clean it up. So yeah, it's just a lot of shading, a lot going on here. It was like, this one was a pretty quick piece, I feel like, for me. Just because I've drawn Ichigo so many times in my life. Like, I've drawn her so much. She's really is one of my favorite magical girls. And maybe one day I'll talk about why I like it so much. And this is just a quick piece of information. If you're drawing curly hair, you notice that her curls, like, there's not as many shines as the other picture I drew of her. The way curly hair works is that it, like, because of all the scrunches and crinkles, it reflects more light. So you're not going to get the same kind of glossy sheen. So keep that in mind when you're drawing curls. I'm going to release a tutorial. I'm still not done because there's just so much going on into the tutorial. I have faces, hairstyles, skin tones, how to do noses. I have like a whole lot, like a really big tutorial coming out for like black characters that I'm going to release. Like, it's not going to be a video, it's just going to be a tutorial because I already drew most of the pictures, so like there's like quite a bit that goes into it. And you don't have to follow all the rules, but those are good ways to make the character look like actually black. And yeah, I'm almost done. At this point, I started coloring the eyes, but you can see I wanted to give her like cat eyes, and I'm not sure it's super noticeable in the actual final piece if you didn't like look closely, but I'm like still pretty proud of it because it actually looks kind of cute and natural in my opinion. Like, it doesn't look too crazy, like unnatural and strange in my opinion. So I basically went with like the kitty cat eyes, and you can see how I color eyes. I might do an in-depth tutorial on eyes. And next you can see that I am doing Bloom from Winx Club. I don't know what came over me. I was just like really feeling some Winx Club right now, and I just had to draw some Winx. I honestly have not watched that much. I think I got about 13 episodes in because I didn't watch it super religiously when I was a kid. I just watched it a little bit when it was on 4Kids. And for her hair, I went with a curly style too. I was thinking that with the curls, it would kind of look like the fire because, you know, she's the fire girl. But I did have trouble trying to figure out how to make her shirt look like her shirt without it being too revealing because it's a extremely cropped top. It's like concerningly cropped. But yeah, I quite like Bloom's design, and I really like the music of Winx Club. If there's like a favorite song of Winx Club that you like, you can let me know in the comments. I really like the Enchantix song, and I guess my favorite character right now is Bloom because she's just really cute. Like, she's really, really cute. And I feel like I prefer her personality in the original English. Or not the original, but the more faithful. I'm not sure which one came first, but I feel like I prefer her personality in whichever is the more faithful version of the dub. But I really like the voice acting, and I like the theme song best in the 4Kids version of the Winx Club dub. 4Kids does some really awesome music. Like, people complain about 4Kids dubs, but man, if their songs aren't amazing. Like, what is the one song? The one from Don't Wake Me Up, that one. Oh my god. You know that one from Tokyo Mew Mew, well, Mew Mew Power. That one is so good. Like, Glider is good, but that one's really good too. And then the actual theme song for Mew Mew Power is like so much better in my opinion than My Sweetheart. Like, My Sweetheart's a pretty good song, but I feel like the actual song is just so good. Like, 4Kids had some bangers, and I feel like people don't appreciate that is as much as they should be. Like, I'm, like, really rambling, but I don't really have that much to say about, like, the art, to be honest, because you can see really what I did. Like, it's not a complete design overhaul like the Yandere simulator pictures, so really there wasn't much that I changed aside from, like, her skin tone and, like, her hair texture. And really, when I go for the hair textures, I just, like, go for whatever hairstyle I feel like would fit the shape of the character's hair. Like, so if a character has long, straight hair, like I did one of Stocking from Panty and Stocking, and I gave her braids because I feel like the long, straight hair would look really nice as braids. But for Bloom, she has like these flowing hair that kind of reminds me of fire, so I went with like the curls because I thought it would fit. But there's really not much more that I could add about that other than, like, you can see how I do the highlights for the hair, not super shiny because they're curls. But man, which dub is your favorite? Like, the actual dub, I think it's the Rye dub. The most faithful one, and that one's my favorite of Winx Club. But the music and, like, the voice acting of 4Kids is really, really good, in my opinion. As for the Tokyo Mew Mew dub, I feel like, you know, I kind of like the voice acting, but they did make the girls really mean. Like, the characters are so much meaner in the original. I mean, not in the original, in the dub than they are in the sub. It's like so insane. Like Sakura, when she's Renee, she straight up calls the girls freaks. It's so like cruel. I don't know what it was with 4 because they made the girls so catty, but like at least their music was bangers. Like Don't Wake Me Up was amazing. Team Up was just wonderful. Dance Another Day, oh my god. I used to have like all those songs like written on a napkin and I would walk around the house singing them. And because I didn't have like a music player, so I just wrote the lyrics to the songs on a napkin. It's like, oh my god, 4Kids music is amazing. Oh my god, like you ever think of like, okay, Spurt from Pokemon, that one is like one of the best Pokemon openings ever. There's no contest. But the Pokemon, like the Poke Rap and like a lot of the Pokemon theme songs from the dubs are just so good. Like 4Kids did a really good job. They still can't compete with Spurt. Anyways, that was it. Like this whole video was just me rambling. It's like not really like a commentary on the drawing. It was just me talking about 4Kids dubs. But like, yeah, if you want to see more videos, just let me know. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Don't forget to ring the bell, and I'll put my Twitter in the description. And if there's any other videos you want to see, or like if you actually like hearing me ramble about dubs and stuff, I can like talk about that kind of stuff more often too in these videos. Anyways, bye bye.